who we now know to be the Orin in the top side. So SKT compositionally have a lot of answers. KSV want to play this game very narrow. They want to have 4 members under the enemy turret, throwing down an Orin ultimate to zone, throwing down the Zoe trouble bubbles, and have Justana take down objectives. So 4-1 versus 1-3-1, but the ultra comfort fatal on the Trundle, whereas for the side of KSV, they now have ambition, they now have the more reliable shot calling, but if they actually find a way to lose the early game against SKT, which is very possible with how aggressive SKT has looked, it's going to be very difficult. It's really a tug of war between the two with how they envision the late game playing out.
Blossom going head-to-head with one of the most veteran jungles in Ambition on one of his biggest champions, the Jarvan. Let's see how he does. We're ready to go into game number 2, guys. The countdown has started. We'll see if SKT can get a 2-0 or we'll... Which is where I think most of the trouble comes in. You will notice that Blossom going for an early level 3 gank. Juve pretty low on mana, won't be able to really fight back here. Nice knockup with his own terrain, but he's got a red buff Sejuani on his back here. Should be enough damage unless something totally goes awry. Who will they give the kill to is really the question. We'll go over to Blossom. First blood, nice gank early on.
Dive.
Oh boy, Tall staying under turret here.
Dead.
That's just going to be a solo kill. Had Blossom nearby, but...
Game plan here, but Faker's ready for a fight. He's actually switched over to Ignite.
Look at the damage that Ruler has taken before the fight even begins. Now Ambition in an awkward spot. Good taunt there from CoreJJ, but here it is. Tracking him down. The Stand United, but he can't get him. Bang is going to take out the Jarvan here, and they're still on the chase. That combination of Ezreal Kassadin just never lets up.
It was just decisive from SKT, whereas on the side of KSV, Crown was bot lane. Looking to just keep farming. Thought they were still on for the 1-3-1, but we saw Faker with Ignite. We knew they wanted to make the map more narrow this time. They want to take down mid lane turret. They're actually posturing towards the Baron. Trundle can tank this forever.
They're going for it. Okay, I was doubtful, but 5 members here, pretty low. Ruler also has gotten his health back. They are just going for it here. Orin gonna come in, they're gonna rely on that Cosmic Radiance. They're still onto the Baron. They just want to take it out with a smite. There it is. Of course, no ambition. Now they're turning, looking for more. Ruler forced out of the fight. Faker still on the chase. The rest of them taking out everyone else. The stopwatch is gonna come in and Faker gets stunked. But is it gonna matter here? Juve trying to do his best to solo them up. They actually trade a kill here onto the Taric. Ambition thinking about the chase, but they cannot do it up until... Look at Faker. It's just always threatening. TP coming on in this time from Tal, looking for the steal, but he cannot get it to smite. Will mean the second Infernal for KSV, but they're on the chase. But Cosmic Radiance, they want to get someone on the back end and potentially get Baron, but a 4-man knockoff, and there is the Cataclysm. Faker, though, going on in, has that stopwatch, and in the back line, it looks like Ambition almost going to go down. Faker nearly takes them out. There it is, Blossom getting him with the Glacial Prison, and finally doing what they do best, chasing them down is SKT. They're going to get one more, make that a second. Juve under turret. Faker still wants to get another, but it'll be 3 in the trade for the Infernal Drake. Sitting right in the middle. Tall in the bottom lane, Faker in mid, 3 up in the top side. Now they're engaging onto Crown, who goes too far for Faker up in the mid lane and gets totally wiped out there. Bit of a mistake. Not respecting that, and he gets caught out.
Yeah, he doesn't have cleanse, so he can't be making plays like that. Just taken down as Tal finally split pushing the bot side. Faker, considering his options.
Yeah, has Dazzle to work with him, and bang, most damage in the game here. Only seconded by Orin, funnily enough, at this point. We'll see the graph at the end, but looking really good on that Ezreal pick. Surprised they gave it to him. They give the Kassadin to Faker as well. So far, it's been very, very nice for SKT. Tal doing his job on the split push, very fast with the Trundle push. They don't have Crown anymore, so only sad days for KSV.
He didn't get frustrated after being well held in the early game, so now whacking away on the inhibitor, second inhibitor with the 4-1 enacted by SKT. And if they get the right Dazzle, they're going to look for a fight as well.
And Bang even getting a little bit low. They're going to be looking for the full-on engage here. rather than the siege, but the engage actually comes out of KSV. Nice knockups when they're turning it. Look at Faker. He takes out Ruler. He just disappears, and now he wants Crown as well. He has gotten fed way more enough, and it is going to be enough to take out Ruler and another. Make that a double kill. Crown is going to be zoned out. Ambition going down. QV as well. And that's going to do it. SKT, the very surprising show up tonight. The 2-0 victory over KSV.
Not many people could have predicted this. SKT moved to 3-5, but part of that 3 includes world champions KSV. Not the time they wanted to pick up a sweep against the Samsung organization. That was 100 days ago. But 100 days later, SKT turn around the negativity that began with their loss at Worlds. People said about the lineup, the problems that Blank and Untara were having, but it turns out the rookies